Good evening friends. Welcome to den traditionella bonddemokratin. 2. Wash hands to minimize chance. Wash your hands to minimize chance of any infection. It's just good practice, you know. It's just good practice to do. It's a good tip. Initializing building types. The game has not been loading for a long time, more than a week. As you know, when if you're addicted to something, it stops working. Damn it. But here we are. And Polochevo. Yes, Polochevo. I'm, going to be a little bit difficult to catch up maybe here. Not quite, but we have moved people in here. Yes. There are people moving around here and they are very happy. They're not completely happy, but they are pretty happy. Pretty decently happy. When we get the television station back online, they'll be very happy. That's a bit far away though, but we're doing something. We're getting there. We're getting there. Look at the population here. The whole map. 5,500 in Allvaret. That's a lot. That sounds great. All these people, all these buildings here. There is so much stuff going on. Yes, we have to do this. This is something that just been introduced. Cheat mode activated. Indeed, debug mode. I feel a bit cold out here. We want to go. There's interesting things here. Line spacing. Yes, we want that. And we want the experimental traffic path finding. Yes. That should do it. Enable cheats. No cheats. Well, it depends on how you use them. Well, cheers. Yes. We have people in Allvaret, and that's great. We even have adult children. God damn it. We need to move people out of here. Are we going to let's see, we could do is stash all the people in Polochevo and not really depend on them for much things. Yes, and then when they could do some iron mining maybe, but then I'm getting there. I'm getting my hardest here. There we go. Yes. When we have a critical mass here, enough people that is to get the television station, who's gonna going? Yes. How many people did we have in the... What is this? Polochevo Ministry of Finance. Yes, but I want... God damn it, game. Come on. I don't lost the thread again. What the hell? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Yes, critical mass of Allvaret flats, exactly. We still have that. Good. We want to move some people in here. How many people? Yes, this was the thing I was looking for. How many people are there in Polochevo? 1,402. Yes, we need about 3, 4, 5,000. Yes. Eventually, to get Husqvarna back, Stockholm back online. Yes. Where should we put them? This place looks... we put them in New Polochevo. This is very tidy here. We should put them in New Polochevo. Maybe. Yes. Yes, we do. A bit here, a bit here, a bit here, and a bit here. And soon we should, yes, you fantastic adults that are no longer adult children, living with the parents, 56. And due to the way this has gone, this is the population since the beginning of time here. I cannot hit that pixel because it doesn't exist, but I think it is a rough graph estimate of the population over time, as this was the first winter ever. It was not good. Oh, 7,000. Yes. Such things happen, and now the game is very sad here. We close that and it's happy again. Very good. Where did we did something here? Yes. Are there still in Alvarez? Yes. Or are there still adult children? There are 31. Have you all moved in here? No. Are you working on it? Okay then. This is full. We can take all of these. Yes, excellent. Put them here. Around a bit. Yes. They can just, procreate and stew for a bit. Here. Right, they have school, they have fire station, they have pub, there's beer, or whatever it is, there is some sort of alcohol, there is kindergarten, there is a gymnasium. Look at that. A sports, fantastic. They can do sports here, and they have a small technical college. Would you want to go here, or the Ministry of Finance? And the small technical college, as I know it's a bit understaffed. They take 200 staff and 200 professors, and we have 3 respective 4. Yes, 2 of each type there. Yes, very good. Our bus is still. Why are you moving so incredibly slowly? 30, 40 kilometers. Yes. Is this quite right? No, this is not quite right. The game is running in slow motion. What the hell has happened? Yes, I mean, it takes its time, but this is... Well, what the hell is going on? I'm confused. What's going on here? Okay. Polochevo bus stop. This is this place. We don't want workers here. Well, you can. It doesn't matter what you do. Yes, all of this is good, and all of this should be heated and things all the way out here. Yes, you are very good. From this, did we find that? Let's see. Yes. No. Pollution monitoring station, exactly. Yes. There it is. Come on. Okay. Yes, thank you. The actual pollution. It is not bad. It is not really creating any. I think it's just water vapor, that comes out of the geothermal heating plant here. It's just water vapor. It's might get a bit moldy around here, but it's fine. It's safe. That road. Shouldn't that be something better? Yes, it should. We should just have a footpath here in the meantime. And here we should definitely have a footpath. Footpaths have always been exempt. Look at all the money we have. Yes, the thought of doing an immigration town. Yes, that's what the money was for. Are we really going to do that? I don't know about that, you know. There's, I think it's plenty. That's plenty good. Anyway, these can now stew here. What's going on in other places? You know, what else is up here? 51 workers at steel mill. It's not great. But the steel transporter train is about to be fully loaded, actually. Where do you need? You need steel. You don't have any steel. Molna. What about Beatus? No, we have no steel. Sham, none. Stockholm, none. There is a severe 13 tons in Kazinjad and 33 tons. There, is that all? I think that is all, actually, because building these pipes. Steel 1500 tons. Yes, seriously, we're going to need. The solution is quite obvious. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Because to get this done, there is, look at all this stuff up here in the culture capital of Stockholm, where they all are actually better than other people, except that there are no people here right now. Not to any 159 personages yes, are living here. Are they all? I know. Never mind. Yes, it is difficult to see now, but here you see that there is lots of heating infrastructure planned. There's unfinished heating pipes. This is supposed to be done by coal, isn't it? This is a regular heating plant, stock, and we have conveyors, and we have. It's going to take a lot of stuff, and it's going to take a lot of steel. And the solution is, well, we should have now, maybe. Anyway, we should have a little bit of workers standing around here. None. Where are you going? It's the same bus as. Pardon me. It's the same one as before, and you are going. There are no workers here at all for some reason. You can't get to do it. Yes. Culture, no school, one person. Yeah, it's nothing too bad, It's, but it is simply that, and not that many people neither. 20. There's 10. They're not very happy. Unable to visit pub. I doubt it. It seems pretty well, catered for in all departments. Here's the shop. $20, 14. Okay. Well, it seems to be well stocked here for everything. That's great. Yes, I think that we have. Let's look here. Population statistics. 38 adult children. Okay, we don't have that many. But what we're going to do is maybe not. Let's have a look here. I mean, this is really the more natural capital, isn't it? That one is the culture capital, and this one is the. I don't know what this is. This is the energy. We make electricity here, It's what we do, and the vehicles, trains and cars and things. And what are we trying to do? We're trying to do snowplows, and we're missing steel. We need so many snowplows. Yes. How many have you made so far? They should be out here somewhere. If you manage to make one, we have managed to make. But if we were to have some steel, we would actually be quite good. So let's get... We can't get to that because there's not enough. Yes, we need more workers at steel mill. What are you all doing here in Allvaret, really? Shouldn't you be working at steel mill a bit more, somehow? I mean, we are trying to... we have this commuter line that doesn't work. That should maybe be removed. Here, Hansasino steel. Yes, these sometimes when all things are right in the world and there is no traffic jam and there is no nothing, these buses make it to the steel mill, and then we have a surge. There are so many things going on, but it takes only, you know, a slight thing, a slight little traffic jam or something for it to be out of the workers' tolerable commuting range. Yes, and it is 1 hour 20 minutes remaining, 15. Apparently we're planning to build some strange high voltage wires. Yes, was the game running in slow motion, or am I just a bit... I'm not sure. It might have been. I don't think it is now. I've gotten used to it. You tell me. Let's have some music and see if it fits. If it fits, it ought to be alright. There was a truck. It's running so painfully slow. It is. This now. It is running so painfully slow. If I could just... that will be for autumn, maybe, you know, project upgrading the machinery here, but not... you can look at the bus here. Why we are following this bus? Because we want to know if Sharanov Onufri Timurovic will tolerate sitting on this bus long enough to get to the steel mill. Where are we? We still have quite a ways to go. I know a thing like that, if we would have to have stopped for some reason, that's enough to... This is not going to work out. This isn't working. What is it doing now? It is going at 30 kilometers an hour for some reason. It is this bus that is... I don't know, it is not well. Somehow they should do something, maintain it a little bit, maybe. 45 minutes to make it to the steel mill. I don't think it will make it. There are many things going on here. It's ridiculous. This has really become something. Look at all the things going on. What's this? This is a fuel transporter thing. Okay. And what else? This is Icarus. This is a bus. Allvarligt mat, food and things. Okay. And some clothing, I would hope. The clothing quality is... We're actually having recurring issues with the clothing. Yes, and the problem is that there's not enough workers in here. Well, there is, but the logistics of things doesn't work out for the people of Alvar at all times. So, how are you doing now? Such as now, for example, it's not working out. Now we need to go and find we need to go and tell the train here to leave. Didn't I have a truck for this? I fiddle about with it. it should be save the new Polochevo or something. 31 tons. Well, if we could just let's see here. Viates is important. They have plenty. We can just send you on your merry way, maybe. I think that we could. The thing is that we have clothing. We have so much clothing lying about, but not in the town where people are living. What happened? I had a truck for that. I had a truck specifically for this very purpose. What did happen? Where did it go? What did we do? I have no idea, you know. We should go. Okay. Well, if we head over to the shopping center and see if there is a related vehicle. Yes, this one. Yes, you're at the factory loading up. Very good. Even though the situation is getting a bit out of hand, not quite yet, but it will soon. You see, 8 citizens were not able to get clothes. It will get problematic. It certainly will. Save new Polochevo, sure. Alvaro shopping center, what are you doing here? Yes, we're not going to do anything with this truck. The truck is excellent. It will do just fine. Now that the train is out. There it is. There is the truck. I wonder how the yes. I remember now. I recall now. I know. Yes. Hello. Yes. The token just fell down, got in the slot and such. Polletten trillar ner, as we say. That's because it's trying to space out the buses. Yes, on the line. That means that my commuter thing for the steel mill will never ever work. So let's not do that. Lines for passengers. Yes, there are just a few in here. This should be Hansasino steel. All vehicles here to depot, please. Lead all stops. The vehicles are not going to be happy about that, Go to depot. Oh, right, go to a depot. That's easier said than done, maybe. Here. We need to keep you around a little bit. Yes, there are plenty of vehicle depots out here that we are using as a... This does not look like a vehicle depot. This looks more like oil things. Yes, that's because the vehicle depots are here. Yes, go. This has become a mess. What did you expect? Something else? Oh. That's why. Okay, so that's how it works. It's yes, I think I read that somewhere. That the way it tries to space out the vehicles on the line is by slowing them down in relation to each other. No lights detected. You can click these helicopter lines. Aeroplanes, yes. That, if we could have a plane fly here. I don't know what we do with it, but I know exactly what we do. We'd fly people into work at the television station. Yes, that's what we do. And also, if we could have, a helicopter firefighters maybe, or something that could fly and I don't know about that. Oh, it's already growing. The 19th of April, and it's come a good way here. Very nice. Good work there, AgroFarm. Soviet Electro, maybe. Yeah, good. It's going to have to stew a bit. This it's just the way it is. But if you look at the population here, it doesn't like this, going into this menu. But there you go. 13 is going upwards in a straight line. Oh, it is painfully slow around here, but this is doing quite good. Yes, it is. Could we get more workers to the steel mill? That's still what we're trying to do. If we want to get anything out of, at least the proper steel train has left the station. Was the strategic steel relocation, Oskarshamn. Yes, that's where we'd like you to go. But you're going to the harbor first, to unload a bit. And then you go into Oskarshamn, the rest, yeah, sure, that'll be fine. It is not really hot, as it should be. We might be trying to run a few too many things off this one. No children at the kindergarten here. But it is reachable. Well, at least we do have very good kindergarten coverage, I would say. They cannot get meat. There's plenty of meat here, lots of meat, is it? Yes, they have also decreased the heating requirements by 30% apparently. So I'm told, or so I am informed. Which is interesting in its own right. Or interesting. It is, what should I call it? Helpful. As the sun sets on allvaret. Yeah. Nice, quite nice. I also found a mod. There was a mod published here. A hospital that claims to have proper, or at least better, working traffic things. But I don't know if it's going to work. Hospital FO. As this is the one, I think. Oh, 50 workers, yes. As it should look just like the real one. Yes, it is the same thing. Okay, we just need somewhere to put the ambulances in the meantime then. But then this hospital doesn't really seem that busy. But it's weird. Neither. Well, what's going on? Have people started leaving? This is the one I emptied out. No. It's all full of people. Yes, clothing truck. I think it's about time you got moving. Yes, this. And that train is going to be a problem. That clothing train. It takes a lot of clothes to fill that up. To not have that standing around here waiting all the time. Okay, crops are a little bit down here in springtime, but I think that will be alright. Or, well, let's have a think about this whilst we're here. Now in spring, we have 3,000 tons left. We're eating into the thing quite readily, or such. But yes, we are, and we are leaving a bit of crops on the table each harvest, I think. Yes. So what one should do is gather all the crops at an enormous crop storage facility. Maybe. I think this thought sounds familiar. No, storage. Warehouse. No. No. Grain storage. 3,800. No, there should be something that is. Yes, here we go. 60,000 tons. That's something. And it has like a lot of cargo connections too. Very good. Can't build due to infrastructure. What infrastructure? Is there any? No, there's no infrastructure around here. There is a dinky little power line. Power line. We could. Does it go anywhere? No. It ends here. Yes, it's legacy. We can remove that. Stop being in the way, please. And do not touch the road with the bulldozer, please. Yes, that's more like it. We'll have it here. Somewhere abouts. Yes, and you can, just so you get going on this, you can have a road. And eventually you can have a nicer road. But for now, this is what we're having. And here we will put in road cargo stations, as many as we can fit in here. Ooh, wow, that was apparently very difficult. And build. There we go. This may look a bit ridiculous, but it is what we have and what we get. By the way, there is railroad here. You know, one could well get a rail connection on here as well. Maybe. I don't think that is impossible. Let's maybe try and do that then. Yes. Just to... This will take ages to do, but that's the way it is. Get to work, and here I'm thinking then something. what we call it, cargo train station. Yes, that thing, this thing. Although level crossing here is really not something that we'd want to do. No. Tearing out the road is really not something that we'd like to do neither. How could we, and we really want to use this connection hookup? Yes, we would. Very handy. I mean, if we could fit, I think, yes, but then we need it here. No. And then we cannot fit. The trains will be blocking the trains. Yes, the trains will be blocking the road. Well, we could delete the road. Delete. It is used. Yes, it is doing great work. 52 kilograms of electronics. And here's a bus for some reason. Hansino coal. I apparently have one more line of these. Yes, I do. They won't work neither. Problem is just what do we do with all the workers of Hansino then? So many. We could move them. Good. Why don't we do that? Because we don't need that many workers up there. So that's... yes, that's something to look into. See here. You go there. You go there. You go there. And you go there too. What are you doing on the road? This is a bit sad. Afghavisk construction office. What sort of vehicles are we keeping you with here? T138 dumper. Yes, that's pretty poor. Is what that is. We can do better, I think. Not here though, but out here we can. I'm pretty sure we can do better. We could use like cement mixers, and we could use dumper. We could use cement mixer. Thank you very much. And a dumper. Thank you very much. Just one. Asphalt paver. Oh, it has 3 dumpers. What's this? Has also a dumper. It has 5, but that we don't need to replace. It has plenty of dumpers. Slow ones. No. What are these? Oh no. Not going to look neither. We'll just take a few of these. There we go. Head over here. And yes, it is very simple to manage this. I'm completely certain of what it is I'm doing. Here, dumper. Yes, you get rid of you. 1 million. 1 million. So you change depot workplace to here, please. We said 1.4 million rubles. Well, it's not worth. It's inflation. It's pretty bad. Here. Change depot or workplace. Yes. There we go. One more. And yes, there's one more here. Goodbye. And set you to go there. How are you doing now then? Now you're pretty upgraded, I'd say. That will do. For now, here's another dumper. It's we can keep it around. It's always good to have a dumper around here. But here, small technical office. Yes, we need snowplows. Could you please get going on the snowplows? Seven workers are waiting there. That's not a lot. No, because Hansasino, here we have such a surplus of workers and such a... Oh, it's operating without issues. Very good. We're making snowplows. We could be making a whole lot more snowplows here. Is what we could be doing. Let's see if we can find a bus such as this one. 4 times nuclear power. There should be vehicle workers or something for passengers. Yes, here it is. It apparently has 2 buses going currently. We'll put 2 more on that. Two more. We'll put like a lot more on them, on it. Yes, we that, and then we'll move a few people out here. This is 77 workers without job. That's not a problem. That's going to last very long for you, I don't think. No, new Polochevo. There are more people coming. Look here. 293 people with families are going to be moving in here. This is a night. It's apparently brownouts. They're suffering here. Not good. Oh. How many people? 114 workers. 197. Not bad. That will do. Why are you here without electricity? .8 megawatts. That's a bit right. You do quite a bit of heavy lifting, don't you? Electrical heating plant. Yes, oh, it's an electrical heating plant without a... do we need that? No, we don't. Because we have this. This covers everything. Yes, we remove. There we go. Electricity is restored. Regular service is restored. Exactly, and you know, that's great that we've gotten people in the steel mill and such. 7 we have right now. That's sad. And there are constantly buses coming up. Petroleum. Food. Coal. I don't know, this line spacing thing about this, it feels a bit odd. But maybe it's a good thing. I don't know quite yet. Have you managed to get the clothing here? Yes, you have. But they want a lot of it, you know. It's what they want, and you are getting some. Very good. Train's still out. Train is out. It's not going quickly, but I think that we are keeping up with it. We were doing something with grain and things out here. Yes, and we railroad. Yes, this is all we got. We could tear all this down. They have started working on it, but never mind. And no further, please. We'll be very careful here. What's this? This is a road cargo station. Or was meant to be. Okay, we start with the rail thing then. Could we get something coming? This might be a bit ambitious. We shall see. We want to raise the terrain here, please. A bit here. I am not sure that this is going to work. But we shall see. If it does, it is magnificent. If it doesn't, then we'll figure something out. Yes, but I don't think that you'll just hill causing obstruction. Yes, but you're a bridge. That's sort of what you're supposed to deal with. I saw something green. Let's just put that there for now. And see what we get here. Well, we get something that might work. I mean, it's not the most beautiful solution, but it is a solution. Maybe. Shouldn't we be working on getting Stockholm online? What's this? This is this is important because the current production of crops and storage of the crops and such is not. It's enough now when we're 13,000 people, but it will not be enough when we reach or come back to 30,000. No. Where are we going with this then? A train cargo station and a silo and things. Yes, that's what we're doing. Cargo train station. We'll try. Over here is really where I'd want it, Okay, yes, this is a bit fiddly. That's the way it is. Trying to figure out how to do this out here instead, maybe. Still need the train station somewhere, As if we put it here, let's try this. Put it there, and then the train cargo station. Or cargo train station, whatever you call it. This thing is, if we could get away with something, we definitely want a direct connection to the thing. How the hell are we going to do this? The other one, please. That one, yes. Could skip. And then. Okay, there, yes. Sure, why not? Because the track might not fit. That would be a reason. But what if the track would fit? And then it's something different, isn't it? Yes, it is. Very good, very nice. Right? Yes, very nice. Construct eventually. And a little construction center for there for you. And road cargo stations again, then as many as we can cram in here. But first we want an actual road connection for it. But we know we'll have. There we go, something like that, and road cargo station. My thinking is that all trucks that are transporting crops from farms to here should be able to be set to wait until unloaded here. That's what the goal is. Do the right thing here, please. I don't think you. Oh, yes, there it is going to do it. Yes, but road connection is quite important as well. Something like that then. S is like a grain spider or something here, spreading out its things over the thing. Isn't it? Is this road? One could do lots of things here regarding the road. I think if we do something like this, and then come down here eventually between the high voltage things and down there. Yes. And then all of these too. This is going to take forever. That's right, this is a long-term project. And we're not even quite set up to do it, I don't think. So it will be what it will be. $10.5 million rubles in road. Right. Can we get more people into the steel mill, please? We'll have a look here. 78 workers are waiting here. Very good. You should be here, line. Do we also have workers waiting here, maybe? Yes, we do. That's pretty good. So what we'll do is we'll try something different here. A new stop there. Load. Not unload. Load. Load about half. And do this, or a bit more than half. Yes, and then do the same thing here. You can load 100% because then you're going to unload at the steel mill. Unload a bit at there on the way. No, not right now anyway. Where are you? Thing. Steel mill is here. Yes, and the bus stop is here. There you go. Unload. Wait until unloaded. Sure, that's not going to work. Set line to vehicle. There should be no lack of buses here. How many you want? 4. Yes, and we'll do all of them immediately and see what happens. This is a dumper. Yeah, it's always good to have a dumper around. We're keeping it right there. Meanwhile, over here in the vehicles industry, how's it going with the snowplows? Oh, it's operating without issues. Oh, and there are plenty of people here. Very good. Could even have a few more. The train thing is completely shut down. Okay. You cannot store finished vehicle neither. What happened to, because this is, I believe, was the reason that the game would not load. Yes, can we launch you now? No. Wait while train fully entered depot. Okay, this is what it is then, I suppose. That's annoying. That we can put more things on it. But we cannot ever take off, and we cannot launch it. No. Yes. Okay then. Snowplows. How many have you finished? Please, if you don't mind me asking here. 2, 3. 3 you have finished. 3, yes, 3 you have finished. And there's another dumper. We have plenty of dumpers for once. And even more buses. Amount of buses and so many things. So many vehicles, so much power here at the power plant. You have not gotten rid of all the export, the waste. That could mean we should have a look. We must have a look here with the dosimeter if it is building up. No. It has not stood around for long enough here for it to build up by any, meaningful measure. However, you need to refuel. As you keep doing this, it's very annoying. Yes, you can do this and see how close are you. Okay then. Yes, we need one more fuel station. How the hell are we going to? How are we going to build a fuel station out here? We're not going to do that. A diesel station. Are we going to buy one? Ready-made. Because I'm getting a bit sick of this, with this thing always getting stuck here without fuel. Is this about, we should have it about the midpoint between there and there. I mean, it's really not, it should not be that difficult for you to figure out this. To go on refueling time. Yes, I'm not liking the new fueling algorithm so much so far. This it is annoying, to say the least. There's a gas station. But this, we cannot build this. We simply can't. In the meantime, what are we going to do with you? Go to depot. Yes. We should have a depot right by the fuel thing. Yes, then you can move. And if we just wait a bit now until it comes into reach of the current fuel station, we should be any day now. Hurry up a bit. Are you within reach yet? What do you think? Range. I will wait until you are up over the mountain here, or through the thing, whatever this is. It's a road, is what it's called, that we are driving on. It's also called driving on the road. Yes, I'm pondering. I'm still not quite back into it here. Cancel depot, cancel order. Go to the fuel here, if you wouldn't mind. Where did it go? I have no idea where you are, but you are somewhere and you are heading for a fuel station, I would suppose. That's good and all. This rally track over the mountain we're not quite using. Fuel. How's fuel doing? We haven't looked at that for a while. You are the fuel transporter. No, we look at Beatas. They still have fuel. Great. We are very well caught up with the fuel situation. 6,500 tons. No, not sortable. And the train is leaving the station. Very good. Wait a minute here. Are we finished with this? Not quite, because we need electricity for it too. You have caused quite a problem here. Question marks. It's not good. What are you doing? Go home. Go home. You too. We're going to have to do this with everything. It unloads, or at least it does that. Then it gets confused about what to do. Yes, this is not annoying at all. This is a lot of fun, this. You didn't even bring anything. What are you even doing here? I don't know why they would get a question mark. Why can't they go back the way they came? We're going to have a look at the steel mill and see if it has already had an effect or not. This little bus line that we did. 68 workers, it's not that much. It would be great if we could have more. Really, it would. Yes, I think, friends, that will have to be it for this evening. Where are we at? Yes, it's certainly enough. I think that we got a little bit of a hold on this, hang of it, to some degree. It is starting to grow back. I think that we should jump forwards in time a little bit, because there's not that much interesting things going on. Really, we were mostly waiting. Yes, we are. So I should say something along the lines of this here. What's this doing here? This is this oil loading fuel. Something along the lines of thank you so very much for watching, dear friends. The adventure here continues. Currently. Good night.